Good morning, my friends. I'm just getting my iPad all set up so that I can see comments. No face showing this morning. All right. I got a lot of things going on. Messages from people that I sent messages to, and I get them on my phone, but then they catch up on my iPad when oops, that's a cute little thing from Jennifer Cotton in my last club order that just fell from my little thing. So we'll just set it aside for now. Good morning, everyone. It's Mary Jo Snyder. Welcome to my Sunday live Let's Caffeinate and Create with MJ. I have a beautiful stamp set to share with you, and we're going to make some cards, and I'm going to continue to make cards after I'm done here so that I can get them sent to Jody Brechbill for the Sweet Life Ministries. And maybe I have that wrong, but I'll put all the information in the description of this video when I'm done. I was inspired by Made to Create with Lisa. I think that's her name, and I put it above in the description of my video, or her Stampin' Up business, Made to Create or something like that. But I saw a quick little video by her, a little reel or whatnot this morning, and I thought, wow, what an easy replicatable card. And I thought this would be perfect. Good morning. Good morning. I'm looking at my phone. I need to sit down. I need to put on my heat, which I haven't done. So bear with me while we get people hopping on. I'm going to plug in my heater. It's so cold in my craft room. I need to invest in a microphone that is outside of my phone so you can hear me when I walk away from stuff. All right, we got the heater going. I should put my socks on and a sweatshirt, but not showing my face this morning. Good morning, Lori. I literally am still in my PJs and woke up and thought, you know what, that's how I'm going to stay today. It's a nasty day here in upstate New York in the Finger Lakes region. And I'm praying for the safety of anyone that has to go out today and those who are taking care of our roads. Kind of near and dear to my heart. My boy is out there working, as well as other people's family members and, husbands, wives, friends, whatever. So keep them in your thoughts while they're out working on the roads now and always. So I'm super excited. I'm glad that I purchased this stamp set. The mission behind these stamps is to share some love for people that have lost their babies, whatever the situation is, at birth, whatever. This ministry does. I say a lot. I noticed it. I watched myself the other day after my video and I was like, oh my goodness, you say a lot. Anyway, let me just do something really quick. Haven't found an energy boost quite yet. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm like, all good. All good. I just want to tag some people in here so I can get some people watching in case they didn't know I was going live this morning. And if they're catching the replay, I'm happy with that too. Thank you everyone for being here and joining in my Let's Caffeinate and Create. This morning I snuck a little bit of Maddie's coffee, and it's Minnie and Mickey Mouse on the coffee bag, and I need to find where she got it because it's s'mores and it is to die for. So I need to chat with her. Not only because I need to buy more, I'm going to have to probably replace what I'm using of hers. Good morning, Lisa. Welcome. So the sentiments here, and I think I lost the stickers that go on there. Thinking of you on Father's Day, thinking of you on Mother's Day, and thinking of you, I'm going to have to stamp this because I'm really not sure what it says, but I lost my I don't know if they came with the stickers or not, but it's okay. It doesn't matter to me. But these are custom made. Jody Brechbill worked with this company, Magnuson. Hopefully I'm saying that right and not botching their name. Custom stamps. And you can, this is a little code if you wanted to take a screenshot. You could get a 10% discount on your order with them. I don't know if I'm supposed to share that, but if you want these stamps, it will help you because you can help donate to the cause as well. They send thousands of cards to families and little care packages. And okay, thanks, Lori. Care packages and all that wonderful stuff to just, you know, it's probably tough for them when Mother's Day and Father's Day comes along, and they, you know, are dealing with things differently. I had a pretty interesting conversation yesterday with one of my friends that I went to wine tasting with, and it was, you know, we forget what other people are going through, and we need to give people grace because we don't know their story. I'm just pulling out every piece of paper in this pack because I'm going to go to town cutting this up today. This is, I believe, Bloom Impressions 12x12 Designer Series paper. If you have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, you can find out how to get that from them. So, unfortunately, I love you all. I cannot promote Stampin' Up! Demonstrators here on my Facebook business due to the fact that I have way too many friends and people I love, and I'm not going to send you somewhere without sharing the love with everyone, and I can't do that because there's so many wonderful people that are in that industry doing direct sales. So you find your demonstrator, purchase from your demonstrator. Hey Bonnie, good morning. Hugs to you, sent from Burr, Pulteney, New York. Burr. It is cold. I bet you got a lot of snow. Hey Maggie. So we are going to cut strips of this, and I can't even remember. I don't even know. So this is the front side of the paper and the back. So we're going to kind of mix and match, and these are going to be for our Mother's Day cards. Bright, cheerful. Gotta love it. I got to get some card bases out. I didn't do that. I'm really unprepared this morning. I'm sure it is. Oh, I love that. It's so pretty. So we're gonna have some fun with this pack of paper. I also, for the Father's Day cards, I'm gonna incorporate, and I think this is so appropriate, the Timeless Plaid 6x6 Designer Series paper. Again, that's a Stampin' Up! Product. And as I said in the beginning, seek out your Stampin' Up! People. No advertising here if you're a demonstrator. I just truly appreciate that, just because I love so many of you, and I don't want there to be any conflicts, competition, any of that stuff going on. So just know where my head is at with all of that. So hopefully people reach out to those that are demonstrators and help you with your business. So, all right, I'm going to try and get this straightened out. It's a little frustrating for me. I got some stuff showing here. What are the colors in this paper? I'm not going to pull all of this out, but we're going to pull some fun stuff out of this Timeless Plaid to do for the Father's Day cards. And I'm just going to send them in bulk to Jody or Sweet Life Ministries. If I have that name incorrect, please let me know. I know there's a lot of you that purchased the stamp set to assist in Jody's you know, endeavor of supporting such a beautiful cause. This is Bloom Impressions, Azure Afternoon, Blackberry Bliss, Blueberry Bushel, Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Flirty Flamingo, Melon Mambo, Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pumpkin Pie, and Shy Shamrock. So there's a lot of beautiful colors in this. In this pack, we have Basic Beige, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pebbled Path, Pecan Pie, and Wild Wheat. I should have named the ones that weren't included. So anyway, we're going to start with Mom's Day, and we are going to grab this beautiful paper, and I'm going to go get a couple of card bases. I want to be bright and cheerful. In some of the most somber moments, you want to share love in a way that will brighten someone's day. So we're going to pick out some colors from my Regals, and I think some of the colors here will go well. I just picked out card bases that are already pre-cut that I usually do with my cardstock for when I'm making cards. And so we got Blueberry Bushel out there. Looks like I need to go to my brights as well. I'll grab some Blackberry Bliss in the neutrals. Yeah, we're gonna grab all kinds of colors. And I really don't need to tell you all that information, but I like to share things that I am using. So let's see, let's grab some brights and see what we got here. We've got some Coastal Cabana, pumpkin pie. I don't know if I'm going to make all these cards at the moment, but they're going to be simple layouts. And what else did I see? Did I see Flirty Flamingo? No, Azure Afternoon. We're going to start with these colors. I want a bright pink color. It is there. So I want Flirty Flamingo. Do I have any cut? I do. All right. We've got Flirty Flamingo. Seems weird to have that orange in the mix of those colors, but... And we'll go with that. We'll start with that, and then we'll move on to the design for the, and actually I have to pull out all my wonderful things that I need to actually get printed and catch up on my videos with the Paper Pixie. The Paper Pixie, Julie DiMatteo, has a, she has Pixie patrons, and I am one of them. I support her channel. And I get some goodies every month from her, which is a designs. I'm just going to flip through this, but designs. And I bought this book that she recommended off of Amazon, and the sheets inside. And there is 2 sketches a week or a month that we get from her, and it's very exciting. So if you want to support Julie DiMatteo, I love her to death. And you can support her. Whoops, I wasn't going to do that. But anyway, Julie DiMatteo, I'm going to use some of her sketches for, sorry, I'm not supposed to do that. I just went against my own rules, but I support her YouTube channel, so I get all the goods. Sorry, my bad. There's just people that I absolutely love, okay? I support a lot of people. That's just how it goes. All right, I totally botched my whole... Contradicted myself, didn't I? All right, we are going to bypass that, and I'm going to cut some paper down to 5, and I think I want to do 5 inches. Do I want to do 5 inches? 5 1/4. We're going to make it easy. 5 1/4. And we're going to cut these into, I'm guessing, because I don't know what the measurement was. I'm going to cut a few of these in 3/4 inch strips, and we'll just make it work, so that I can make multiple cards all at once. Oh my gosh, sorry. I really am sorry. But you know what? It happens. There's some amazing sketches in that book that I was trying to reference, so that is where I was going with that. She inspired me, and so did Lisa from Made to Craft, whatever. Okay, so we have the back side and we have the front side of these, so we can use those. Did I cut my flowers wrong? I may have, but it's okay. We are going to pull in this paper. It's non-directional, so I'm going to cut this also at 5 1/4. And I don't know, we're going to mix and match some things. And I'm going to cut 5 strips of this. Yes, I'm sure that the internet, and I'm praying that I don't lose anyone. I did not turn Do Not Disturb on, and I know people have been losing electricity. So if we lose connection, I will do my best to do a recording of what I'm making, a shorter version, obviously, and post it probably just to YouTube, because I don't know how to post pre-recorded to Facebook without it taking forever. Although I can share it here. I'm all over the place. I'm just excited. Okay, so there's another sheet. We're cutting 5 of each, and I think I need like 5 or 6 colors. And we're going to interchange them. Again, it's 5 1/4 by 3/4. Cut one more, and you can use the reverse or the busy side. And I'm using every sheet. I'm all about lately going crazy trying to utilize the products that I have, which has been making me super happy. There will be more stuff with that Highland cow. Anyone interested? I know some people had asked me, but I did not share it over on other people's Facebook stuff because I don't want to advertise on their business stuff, other companies. So Unity Stamps is where I got the Highland cow, and it's called A Little Something, High Road, something. It's all linked in one of my videos, so be sure to check that out. And the paper that I purchased and used. So if that's something that had interest to you, then you certainly can grab it off of their website. And I would actually search them in Google and not go to a link on Facebook, because we know sometimes those links on Facebook can cause us grief. That is usually how most hackers get in, because you're clicking on those things, and that's how they're getting into your space, and amongst other ways, and creating very, very awful drama for you. So I know Lisa dealt with that. Another friend dealt with that, Connie, and I actually ended up blocking her from my Facebook, so I need to reach out to her and have her send me a link so that I can either unblock her or get to her new Facebook, because, you know, people have nothing better to do, right, than cause grief for others. I just do my thing, make pretty things, at least I hope everyone thinks they're pretty, and go from there. Is that 5? Yes, I may have done a few extra. See, already a hot flash. All right. I'm going to turn my heat off because that kicked in quick. Coffee, heat, and menopause. It's fantastic. Okay, let's get our card bases we're going to use. And we are going to start with the Flirty Flamingo. We're not using a ton of layers because these just need to have standard stamps on them. Another great thing to do for these wonderful people doing this charity work, I don't even want to say charity, it's just a blessing. They're blessing others with what they're doing, is to send them stamps. So if you can't do all the stamping and send cards, donating postage stamps to them is also a wonderful thing. I don't think they need envelopes because I think they actually, I'm just going to lay these on here and see which ones I want. Now she cut strips. It's pretty, but so is that. But I think maybe I want to do the back side of these. She cut strips and mine may be too small. Got that one. I'm going to add this one with the florals. Just to kind of, and I don't need to overlap them like that, not yet. We got, what, 1 more, 2 more? Let's see what else we can pair this with. What's on the back of this? Oh, I like that. That will pair nicely with that. And let's grab, why not just grab another of, it's on the back of that blue. It's on the back of this one. We could do this. I think I want to actually do the same, but use this side of it. So we've got that going on. All right, so we're going to move those aside. And what I want to do, and hopefully I did these enough. Oops, I want to tear just a smidge. I wish I had a tool to do this for me because it is very difficult for me to tear this paper. And I'm not tearing it the right way because I want to see that white core. There we go. It's hard for me to tear. I think I need a bigger piece, so I may have caused some issues for myself, so I'll cut them bigger next time when we do the masculine cards. But I wish I could just put this on a jagged edge thing and rip it and be good to go. Put all my scraps aside. There's that piece. And I want the white to show because it's so pretty. And This video will be posted to YouTube once I'm done here. I usually get right on my computer and load that over there for my followers there. And I want to thank everybody that has gone over to YouTube and subscribed to my channel. Appreciate everybody, and I appreciate anyone that has just joined here and that has been following me here as well for however long you've been here. I appreciate you. Appreciate all those catching the replay. I just have a strong passion for crafting. It's like a very artistic outlet for me. We are all artists in one way or the other. We just need to find our outlet for that in our lives. I have a friend, Dana Stratton, who does painting, and she does amazing hand paint. She's handcrafted by Dana Stratton, something like that. You could check out her stuff. She takes these skulls from deer, whatever, and she paints them. Oh my gosh, she does amazing work. It's just super, super cool to see what she does. I know Lori's daughter-in-law is also an artist. She draws from portraits taken, photos taken, and the pictures that she draws from and gets her inspiration. Like if she's doing a family photo and drawing on that, like from that photo, it's so beautiful, just so beautiful. So we all have our creative outlets, and it's wonderful to be able to, I forgot how I had these laid. So this one was here, this one will be here. So I'm going to start on this side. So my card base is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And what I want to do, I just want to varnish this a little bit more. Varnish that score line. I'm going to come in with my, so these are the same. Okay, so this one's going to be on this end. My Tombow, and I'm going to add some. I got to get the googers off. Surprised this stuff hasn't frozen in my craft room, but I have a work. I know it's not empty. There's a lot in here, so I might need to squeeze this on something so it doesn't explode on my project. Oh, I guess I spoke too soon. It might have frozen on me. Can I open this? Oh, you can. I'm not gonna. I have another one. It's not giving me any love here. I have a pin. This is actually to make seams in my paper packs or when in my junk journals. Oh, there we go. Oh, did you hear that? Oh, okay, we'll put that back where it belongs. All right, there. Okay, now we'll add some adhesive. Oh, now it's coming out way too thick. Just kind of string that along. Okay. I am not putting, wow, I'm making a mess. I love my Tombow sometimes. I think it's funny how much it can really wear on my nerves. And it's a shame that I let it. But I actually saw an awesome deal on Tombow online where you get like 12 of them for next to nothing. Well, I shouldn't say next to nothing, but 12 of them in a case. Oh, I hope I have enough. I may need to add more because I want this to be overlapping. This was her design, and that, I can't remember. That goes over on this end. That's last. Yeah, I am going to have to add more paper, so that's okay. We're just going to keep going. And it's not going to look like my layout that I had, but that's okay. We just want to, I think I should have gone with 1-inch strips or 1.5-inch strips. I think it would have helped me in tearing. And of course, you've got wiggle room, but some of that card base is going to show underneath. And let's add this one. It's a good thing I cut several strips. Someone just sent me a message and I don't know who it was. So there's that. I don't have my watch on, so I don't get the alerts. Yeah, she had 5 different colors where I'm using a whole lot more than that because I'm going to have to add more paper, but that's okay. This is going to be a pretty cheerful card. So there's that. Just really pretty. And now I think over here we can add, let's add another of this color. Oh, I got 2 of them. That's okay. Sticky fingers. It's kind of a lengthy process. And I got glue on my hands, so there's that. That message must have been in Messenger because it didn't cut me off there. Okay, we'll do this one. Yes, definitely a great way to use up scraps. Of course, I cut into an entire sheet of paper, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going and hopefully make several of these with that. But it's so pretty, right? I just love, love, love. So next to that, we did peach, and now we're going to find that green piece. I bet I could use this instead. Sure, why not? And this is the Shy Shamrock, I think. Now that one's tearing up a lot better for me. Thank you for playing nice. So we'll do that. And got googers everywhere. I think one more will do it. So let's find one more color. I think I'll mimic that. And if I didn't have glue all over my fingers. Oh, that was a bad tear. Might have to switch up and get a different piece. Since I'm not adding any ink to this. It's okay. They're not going to care. They're going to love the fact that they're getting some little love in the mail from. How beautiful is that? Just with scraps of paper, ripping technique. I know that. Our friend Liz, God rest her soul, did not like me tearing paper, or anyone for that matter. All right, so we have that one done, and I just want to grab a stamp. This is going to be for Mother's Day, so we're going to grab this stamp. These stamps were very inexpensive, and I have to, well, I don't have to. I can, because I'm going to stamp on just a piece of white. So let me find some white hanging out here. All my moo cows are hanging out. See if I have some scraps in my basic white container. Thank you. Hey, welcome, Cheryl. All right, that can be stamped. I'm going to use a little bit bigger because we're going to be cutting things out. So we're just going to grab some scraps from here. I love that I have my scrap containers. All right, so we're going to do Mother's Day, and I think I want to stamp it obviously in Flirty Flamingo to bring out that background color. Sad situation, but a very great cause to do this stuff for people. And I don't know if I'm going to have to re-ink this with all the stuff I did the other day. Let's stamp this. Oh, thinking of you on Mother's Day. All right. So then I'm going to, I pulled out some, I can't remember the name of these. They are the Greetings of the Season dies from Stampin' Up. And I could do this. It's a little too big. I could do a whole, that's too small. I might not be able to do this. I should have actually stamped first. And, oh, I could do that. I think I'll just do a circle punch on this one. I probably have shapes somewhere already cut. Actually, let's see. This is an old decorative circle. Perfect. Hopefully it's going to work for this. Sure is. I love this. So we've got that. And then I'm going to take a piece that is really going to stand out, and I'm going to put this here, but I'm going to maybe grab, I want something different that I didn't use. I could use that, or I could just grab a piece of Flirty Flamingo. I don't have, well, I don't want a lot of bulk. So I think I don't really want to add ribbon. So let's go ahead. I have Flirty Flamingo hanging out here, some scraps. I'm going to cut some strips from a scrap. It's funny, I have things hanging out because I don't put them away. So, yes, we are creating for a cause this morning. And you can look for more Highland Cow stuff this week. I think I was saying that. And I will have that for everyone. Do I want to do? No, I think I'm going to just do 5 1/4. And I'm going to make it a thin strip of a 1/2 inch. No, I'm sorry, 4. 4? Oh, it's people going live on YouTube. That's what I'm getting notifications for. All the subscriptions or not subscriptions, all the people I subscribe to are popping up. Everybody's got the same idea on this Sunday morning. All right, we're going to put this here. I think that's perfect. It might overlap a little from that ripped edge. I could rip it. I don't want to. I'm going to grab my seal. Hopefully you guys are seeing me good. The other day I was very disappointed how bad I was off the screen. So if ever that happens, give me a shout. I try to pay attention to the comments, and everything's flush. I don't want any bulk on here. I just want to add all the layers flush to each other, which means I'm not going to add any type of sequence, but if I wanted to, I could flick some Winkostella on here if I wanted to do that, just to add some glitz and glimmer, but I think that really does justice for itself. And then I'll add white to the inside of all of these once I'm done with my good morning. Road's not good on the hill to travel to Prattsburgh for breakfast this morning. I'm sure they're not. I have a clothesline outside of my window of my craft room, and there are little tiny 1 inch, anywhere from a 1/2 inch to 1.5 inch icicles hanging from them. Yeah, it's icy out there. I think my dog, I love her so much, she sensed the fact that it was slippery when she went outside, so she did her business in my flower bed right in front of the house. You gotta love them. Fertilizer, right? It's not really a flower bed I do much to, because I have a butterfly bush, 2 butterfly bushes, my hydrangea, which take over the entire flower bed for the most part. I have a burning bush, which I love. No, not a burning bush. I think that got destroyed by the dogs. I have bleeding hearts. And I also have my lavender in that flower bed. And there is one hosta. And they get so big. So it kind of covers all the need for me to do a lot of weeding. I do weed it a couple times in the summer. It's probably the only one I tend to. I'm going to downsize my flower beds this summer. So there's card number 1. Let's make another one using the Calypso Coral. And we'll use the same concept, or we can just do strips. We can just do solid strips without ripping. That would be okay as well. So let's find some pretty ones that look good together, and then we'll add those on without ripping them. But that was her concept in her video that I watched, and I absolutely fell in love with it. We can do, what other colors are in here? We got pops of the orange, or what is that? Yep, so we can pull that in, and then we can do, what else do we have? Shy Shamrock right here. Do the solid, or we could do that. That's too busy. I want to keep, actually let me grab another one of those, and we'll put it right next to, or did I use them all? I think I used them all. Stuck. There it is. Nope, That's not it either. Well, I couldn't have used them all. What color is it? Oh, I may have. All right, so we got the back in front of that. We'll do the back and of that one. And we'll come in with, well, there's another one with this one. Like, remember, these are like 3/4 of an inch. We've got those two match. We'll grab another one of the green ones. I probably don't have one. We might have to just cut another one. Or I can do this. No. Let's see. Oh, there it is, right there. So we can do that with that color in the center. Perfect. So we can go ahead and add these. I'm going to start with the outside pieces and kind of go from there. Let's varnish our fold line again. Again, if you're interested in donating to the cause, I will link all the information in the description of this video. I also will share that information over on YouTube when I add it to my YouTube channel. So what do y'all got going on today? I know it's a dreary day where I'm at, and I'm sure others are having similar weather. So what are you doing for fun today? You crafting, cleaning? That's not necessarily fun. I'm happy a 3-day weekend is here. We got President's Day tomorrow. Later on today, I get to Zoom with, I purchased a kit from someone, and I get to do a Zoom with them, and I'm really excited about that. So that'll be a late afternoon, early evening kind of fun thing. And yeah, I'm excited. I might need more than what I got here. We're going to keep going. I definitely didn't measure accurately for these. I didn't know what the measurements were. I was guessing, because I guess I didn't listen that well. I just loved what the outcome was. I could have separated these a little to leave a little extra, but you know, I could take something and line it there with some, what do I want to do? Let's see, I could take a strip of vellum or something like that. Let's see what I have that can go there. What are these? Oh, the things you find when you open up your cupboard. Well, I grabbed some vellum and I grabbed some ephemera. We're going to see what might be in this ephemera pack that will potentially coordinate, if at all. We could add some little sprigs to kind of offset that. I could put this on there. I know it's completely different colors. I don't really want to cover that up, but that would look cute. There are some colors in here that do coordinate, so you have that. I could add this to kind of offset that. Or I can just not worry about it, right? And then add the, I may not even worry about it. Let's see. Crafting while husband watches car race. Raining all day here. Ugh. Yep. We're going to have ours turning into snow soon. I think I'll add, I think it really doesn't matter. I could put some vellum. I don't know if it really makes a difference what I do. I think I'm just going to not worry about it, right? It really, like a smidge of some There's got to be something in my stash. Bear with me. We're looking. And I think I just found it. I don't know if sparkling is appropriate, but it will add some sunshine. Let's see what I can find in here that might coordinate. I've got paper or pastel ombre glimmer. Coastal Cabana's in there. Let's find it. That might be my answer. Just add a strip of glitter right there at like maybe, let's see, not a 1/2 inch, maybe a 1/4. And I could just do the Coastal Cabana side, or I can do an ombre effect like this. But I think I'm just gonna do this here. So I'm gonna cut a strip of this. Now, here's where things get really, now I know that I need to change my blade, so I'm not gonna worry about it, but I am gonna flip this over, and I'm just gonna cut a 1/4 inch strip off of this. My blade is in need of being changed, so I'm not gonna worry about this roughening up my blade, because it's all gonna be all right. And we wanna go to 5 1/4. So we've got that. And then we'll do a couple masculine cards as well. I could do this all day long. Have plans, but have decided to stay, had plans, but has decided to stay home, which means craft day for Lori. Nice. Very nice. That's gonna go there, and I think that's gonna finish that card really nicely. And actually we could do it like this, but we're gonna keep it this way. So we're filling that little gap. Right? Yeah, it's definitely a great way to use your scraps. I think that was her whole concept with the video. Of course, I am struggling trying to do my glue. This is where I need to do dots instead of lines of it, because I end up using too much. And I don't like to get my glue all over the shiny part, because then it dulls it. So if your glue seeps out, wipe it away with your finger, but don't wipe it over the shimmer. All right, so we've got this one, and now I want to use some Coastal Cabana, or let's see, I could use the other strip of this across, but I might not even bother with that. I am going to do Mother's Day again. I need to wash my stamp. It's amazing that things are even close to where I need them right now. Okay, we've got that, and Coastal Cabana. When I hear Coastal Cabana, it makes me want to sing the Beach Boys song. I don't want to get caught for copyright, but hopefully you know what I'm saying. If I start singing, not to mention I don't want to lose viewers while I start singing. Oh, that's funny. Lori, that picture of your cat with the backing of the whatcha-jiggy dimensional on it, I was laughing so hard because I've actually found one on my work floor before I started taking stuff to work on my lunch hour. I would do crafting on my lunch hour, but this showed up attached to my boot and ended up on my work floor. That's too funny. Yes, you can find them in the craziest places. And that doesn't matter how you stamp it, right? It's going to end up being, I think, adding, let me grab those beautiful layering or bow punch here. And I am going to, why not? Oh, are you cringing? Don't. We buy stuff to use it. I'm gonna punch some stuff out of that. And we are going to Made a fun card yesterday for my granddaughter's birthday. Today I'm organizing my studio, filing downloaded card images and instructions. Ongoing. Yeah, that is an ongoing process. Yes, it was very funny. It had been under my desk, then came out, and I had to double take to be sure that's what it was. Oh, thank you. Making me think of Caribbean vacation and margaritas. I agree, right? All the things when you say coastal cabana. It must be the word cabana. All right, so I want to add some adhesive to the back of this. And before I adhere it, we are going to add some pretty things that are going to pop out really nice. I try to cluster these in a way that it doesn't look like deer antlers, because that can happen. Like reindeer antlers. I just see that a lot when I'm using this product. I love this punch. Wow, that took a minute. So I'm just gonna kind of zhuzh all these underneath. Add some more. Again, we're not adding dimensionals to anything, so we want to make sure things are going to adhere nicely. That can go right in the center here. And hopefully, I'll have to move that over a little. There we go. It's not quite in the center because of that, but I'm going to put it, maybe I'll put it right here. It doesn't have to be in the center. Look at that. And those can be free flowing. They'll be flat in an envelope, so that works. There's card number 2. Let's make one more for moms. I agree. And what color are we going to use? Let's use, and we may even take, instead of doing those strips, you can still go on and do those strips. I'm just going to grab a piece of kind of subtle, I think this would look beautiful on the back of, or on the front of this as a layer. And I'll do something different. I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. So you can knock out a lot of things when you are, I'm going to cut this down to actually 5. No, I want it to be the right way. Do I want it to go this way? Yeah, we're going to do it this way. 5 by 3 3/4. Now it's at 5 inches. I'm going to cut it in half. Super easy. I'm going to flip and use that as the other side. This is going to go like this on here, like so. And then we're going to make a cover up the strip right there. And go from there. I love like the watercolor wash look on the background of that. All right, so we are going to lay this flush onto the card base. My goal is to get 50 of these done so that I can, let me get this on here too so I know where to put it. So it's even Steven. It's about right. That's where it's going. That's why I don't use my seal anymore, because I need to reposition things. All right, we're going to go with that and hope that it works. Okay. I don't know what I was just saying. That's okay. I think I put those on upside down. So we'll go flush next to this. So we've got that. Got a little bit of off-center paper. Oh, I want to try and do at least 50 cards and get them in the mail. So there's that. Now I'm going to grab another piece of something, which would be what? How about, what other colors are in here? Sorry about that. Ooh. pretty colors, but we're gonna hold off on that. Let's see. How about this? We've got that spruce right there, or shy shamrock. So I'm gonna cut this down to 3 1/4 or 3 3/4, and I'm actually gonna cut it down to a 1/2 inch. So I'm using those scraps. Oh, thanks for the reminder. I just looked up. You're so awesome for keeping me on track, Maggie. Yes, my goal for today is making 50 cards for this cause and getting them in the mail on Tuesday. So I got those stamps and I wanted to put them to use. So if I do the easy layouts, it would not be difficult, and nothing needs crazy embellishing or anything like that. Now I am actually going to use, I think, shy shamrock for my sentiment. And I'm going to keep going with the pretty decorative circle that I picked out instead of doing die cutting. So I need to clean up my stamp. Important to do each and every time you use your stamp and go into a different color. And I will always love the smell, and will always buy my Stampin' Mist. It smells so clean. You wanted to know. I love it. Thank you. All right, shy shamrock. Let's get some of this going on. We're gonna go here. Oh, looks like we need to re-ink the shy shamrock. Let's try that again. I didn't think I had used that very much. Wow. Let's show you how to re-ink your ink pad. Let's set that aside. And I like to use popsicle sticks. They are biodegradable, if anyone's concerned. And people use a spoon and just clean it. It's water-based ink. It's not an issue, but I'm going to add ink. I don't care how many drops I put on here. I just need to make sure it's well inked. Obviously it needs ink because it would have been sad if I picked the wrong color, right? Then I just move that ink around, but it really is loved, and I didn't think I used it that much. Look at that. It's very dry. I add some more. Look how much that's soaking into that pad. I know that's a lot, but I can always move ink over. It's better to move ink over than to, you know, not have enough. There we go. Now we're seeing progress. Move that. And what I mean by moving ink over is taking whatever you have and scooching it over if it's too wet, so you're not wasting ink. Because I used to blot it off with a paper towel, and that was such a waste. Okay, there's that, re-inked. Grab another piece of paper. Get this in the right direction. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. Perfect. Look what a little re-inking will do. Love it. Shy shamrock. And this pretty, I love this punch. And looks like I should cut part of that. Actually, let's come in from this way so I can actually get the whole thing without fussing and cutting some of that white paper. So there's that. And we'll add this right here. And wouldn't that be pretty to maybe add more of those leaves? But let me see. I think there might be something I can use now. I don't necessarily, hello people. I don't necessarily have to utilize those flowers right there. And I don't necessarily know if I can actually cover it and do it like that, which I think I'm going to do. So let's add adhesive to the back of this. Another way to use your ephemera. And we'll put this in the center. Add adhesive to this. It'll help pop out all those greens in here. And there is card number 3. So we've got that. Now let's move on to some masculine cards. So we did 3 different types of backgrounds, really super simple. All right, we're gonna clean off our mom stamp and we're gonna stamp with Happy Father's Day. Super early to be thinking about Father's Day, but I'm gonna ship these all together. So, and I think I said that. The little case I have is one that I held on to from a wooden stamp, and plus we used to be able to buy them. And okay, so we've got mom cards done. We've got 3 of those. And now we're gonna do some dad cards. Let's pull in the beautiful paper we're gonna work with for dad. And we'll get some colors. I love the plaid, so I'm gonna grab a few different colors of the plaid. And so we've got this one. And I'm just gonna keep them as plaid, and this one's pretty too. We'll pull out some. There's one in here that is actually, I think I shared with you, it's actually the same material as, it might be that one. I think, no, that has a brown tone. Looks just like my teddy bear that I made from Brett's whatcha-jiggy. You know what I'm saying. Brett's flannel shirt. Goodness, I was struggling. All right, so we've got that. We're going to use a different, probably a different punch for the masculine. And I don't know, probably some of these that I have are not going to work. So we might have to do some die cutting for that, but we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll have some secret pieces of stuff stashed away in my colors I need. So I'm going to go with the Old Olive on this one. I think I'll go with the Boho Blue on this one. And I think I'll pull in Pecan Pie for this one to help this pop. So let me grab some. Hey, Sheila. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's find the colors I was just talking about. We have, that could even look good on crumb cake. I don't know if I have any pecans. See, I love cutting my paper and having a stash of them so that I can have them all ready to go. That Misty Moonlight. All right, we'll keep a crumb cake. I might have to cut something else. Let's see what these are. Your folds can go any which way you want them to. We've got, all of these are crumb cake, Night of Navy. I have some Misty Moonlight. I'm looking in neutrals and not where I need to be looking. All right, I combined all of those down here. Let's see what we've got in this stash. Boho Blue. So we got Boho Blue, will look nice. And let's do one other. I got crumb cake, but I really want pecan. And I know this isn't pecan, but that would look really nice. This is actually that, and it's got a oops in it, the copper clay. I'll keep that out. I might want to use that instead. And then I need something. I need Old Olive, which is in, actually, let me see. Oh, that would look pretty. Old Olive. Let's see if I have a Old Olive card base. I sure do. And like I said, you can do them any which way. It does, your card bases any which way, but you want to do the basic fold with these. I am doing, those of you just joining, cards for, I think it's Sweet Life Ministries. I'll have all the information after the video posted to the top of the description. I'm helping Jody Brechbill with her, the church she works with to, you know what? I plugged everything in, never plugged the extension cord into the wall. I'm like, why is my iPad like almost dying on me? So these are beautiful cards. I'm going to try, like I said, knock out 50 cards today. With the help of caffeine and watching others craft on my videos that I like to watch. All right, let's pair this paper up. And this fold is so wrong, so I may not be able to use this piece because it's really wrong. That's going to be a scrap. We'll start with Balmy Blue. And I think we'll use, is this one? Or I almost want to use this on that. Okay. So now you can do the same concept. Like these are the cards we started with. And this was the design I was really excited about. Got some glue places that doesn't need to be. But I'm going to do these more kind of just layering this piece on the card base and adding a sentiment for masculine cards. I may want to flip it and use different pieces and kind of use a different layout type thing, which you know, I can share all that, the measurements and stuff with you as well while I'm going along. All right, so I have 8.5, 5.5, and I'm going to score at 4 1/4. We don't want bulk with these cards because they're going in, if they're just going in the mail, we don't want to create so much bulk. But if they're going into, you know, it's just better to have the layers flat, no embellishing, just pretty it up with whatever you can find in your stash. So for this one, I am just going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. This, I love using my paper. I was so scared to use my paper before. I'm not anymore. And I think to help this pop, this is where I can come in with this color. And I know it's not the same color, but I'm going to use it. And I'm going to do this at 5 3/8, since I have a ubu fold, and 4 1/8. And I can mat that decorative paper onto this solid paper. I think it's really going to add some prettiness. And then you can keep this to add to the front of it somewhere if you want to, and then add your sentiment on top. So let's keep that aside. Let's go ahead and add this to this with my Tombow. I love plaid. Matter of fact, I just got 2 plaid shirts from my friend Jen that she gave me that belonged to her son, and I'm just so happy that I have some flannel plaid, not just any old plaid, flannel, because it's such a comforting thing to wear. So there's that, and we'll have a little bit of, not too many crazy layers. We'll add this to the card front. Again, we're using boho blue card base and copper clay layer, which is going very nicely with this lighter shade of the browns, which I know is probably pecan pie. I can't remember what I read. Kind of put that in a spot where so easy layering there. Oops. I'm going to add this kind of right in the center here to cover up. Maybe I want to cover up that, all those plaid squares right there, and add this. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll stamp our sentiment, and we'll probably die cut it out with those dies that I grabbed. And I'll just do a couple die cuts all at once so we have them. Because y'all know how to do all that, hopefully. And if you're new, then you'll see how I do it. You can get all kinds of tags all at once without going crazy. So there's that. There's our card. We'll add white afterwards. Not going to bother doing that with y'all now. And the dies I pulled out are these dies here. And I think that that sentiment is going to look great. Yes, in this die. And it is a label, and that's okay. We're not going to add anything to it. We actually could just cut it and have it, trim it there. So the sentiment is right there. So we're not having that hole showing. So, because we're not embellishing. I'm not adding ribbon. I don't want to have all that bulk. So in the midst of that, like I was going to show you, that will also fit that stamp. So I'm going to cut a couple of these. I'm going to run it through a couple times. So I also have this, which we can do something with. So let's cut those 3 out, and we'll make 3 cards using these dies. So what I want to do, and hopefully I stamp these right. I'll have to line my stamp up differently. Reach. And we'll do it this way. We've got our layers here. I use 1, 2, my scratched up number 3. It's a lot of love right there. And we're going to grab some white pieces. And we're going to add our dies to these pieces. Let's get this out a little bit more so I can fit them all on here. I don't think that's going to fit on that one. Let's see if this will fit on this one. That's good. Then we have one more that I can put on here. Like so. So now we get our top layer, number 3, and gently press that on so you're not moving everything around. And then you can feed those through, and you've got 3 tags all at once. You could have cut out more of what is shown, of what is like these smaller ones. I could have cut out more, but I'm only cutting what I need for now. Oh, I've got a mess. Timber. Set that aside. Get all my tags. Got tags. Get rid of scraps. Grab my die so I don't lose it. Put them away. So yes, they are tags, and that's okay. And oops. So these are just simple layouts. Whoops. Okay. All thumbs. All right. Set this on the floor. Can't wait to get me a cart for my good stuff there, so I can just wheel it on over. Okay, now this can go here, or it can go here, but I don't want to, like that embellishment, that little tag right there is it's gonna bother me, the little hole. So let's grab, I think we'll stamp in the, do I want to do Balmy Blue or do I want to do the brown? Let's use, not Balmy Blue, Boho Blue. I should move my water aside. It's got a lid. Take a sip of my coffee. I'm still trying to come up with a date where I'm going to go straight over to YouTube and do all of my recordings there. I'm going to change the way this is lined up so I stamp this correctly on my tag. So I want to make sure this word here is lined up with the straight edge of my block. We're going to go ahead and stamp this. Make sure you get it inked real good. And then I'm going to have to bring this closer, sorry, so you're not seeing the top of my head. I'm going to line the bottom of that block, as you can see, up with the tag. And I'm going to hope that I get a good run with this, or we're going to have to cut another one. Look at that. It's a little faded. I need to really give my stamps, my ink pads some love, but that's okay. You could take a marker and go over where it's a little lighter. Now what I want to do, I don't want this to show, so I'm going to line up the edge of where that little curved part starts, and I'm going to adhere it to the edge of the card base. So I don't need to add any adhesive to that that section right here, because we're going to cut that off. and line that up like so. So that is in the center of this section. And come in with our scissors, paper snips, and it looks like it's a little crooked, but you know what? It'll be fine. And now we have that cute little, I really want to add some embellishments, but we'll let it be. So there is that card. We've got that one for thinking of you on Father's Day. And now we're gonna do, I don't want this one. Where's the other base I pulled out? We've got this green one, which is Old Olive. And again, this is 11 by 4 1/4. So we're gonna score this one at 5 1/2. Varnish that. Now let's do some fun stuff with the, this is what I'm using here. I love the colors. And maybe you're not thinking it's as masculine, but the plaid to me is all about being masculine. And I am going to actually only cut a little square here so that I can put a banner, like this banner down here, with the sentiment on it. So we're going to do that with this one. So I will cut it to be 4 by 4. That'll give me plenty of space, hopefully, to add that. And if you want to add a layer, you can add a layer. I'm just going to leave it as is. And then this will go right here for the sentiment. I could add a little color there. I could even trim it a little bit more, but I'm going to leave it as is. Add this to I'll turn this around so I can measure the distance accurately. It's usually about 1/8 of an inch border when you cut it down 1/4 from the sides of the actual card base. We're going to stamp this in Old Olive. We'll bring out that Old Olive color. Clean my stamp. We're on a roll. We've already got almost 6 cards made, right? This is number 5. Easy layouts, fun times. Good cause, sharing the love. I'm just going to stamp this off. I think that might have been why I was picking up way too much, not enough ink. Again, I got to stamp that straight, so we're going to leave that on the block as it is. Follow some crafty tips from others that have taught me different ways to stamp. And we are going to, I'm going to pull it in closer to me so you don't see the top of my head. Hopefully. Oh, I think I stamped off a little bit. Let's hope that the whole sentiment is on here. Yeah, pretty good. This needs some love too with some ink. I should just spend the day inking my pads. It'll be fine. This will go here. I think it needs something else down there. I don't really want to add that because I think it's not the color I'm going for. Let me grab my pack of paper, see if there's something else that I can put down there that will kind of offset all those colors. I have a lot of scraps. I should use some of these scraps on a card, right? Let's dump those out. I don't know what I did. I was making, oh, I did make and takes, or I did swaps for on stage. And I'm not going to on stage, so I donated them to someone who gets to go to on stage, and I was very happy about that. Oh, what do I want to use? What do I want to use? I want something. Let's see what that would look like. I'm just not sure I want to use that pattern. I think I'm struggling with the fact that it's, to me, hard to downsize the layers on my card. But I'm doing it. I could do this up here. And I could stamp something there. What could I stamp there? I don't know. It needs something. Maybe if I did it here like that. Okay, that's how I'm doing it. It's just not going to have that little speck of color underneath that I was doing with the other cards. Come on, be friendly. Thank you. So we will line the points up to the designer series paper, and that will be this card. I could add something there. I just don't know what to add. I mean, men like flowers too. Just saying. That's crooked. Sorry, I'm struggling. Struggle is real for me right now. All bent up. Let me get my bone folder. I think it's crooked. No, I think it's just my eyes. Okay, now, can we do something to kind of offset this? I think that's okay, right? I know that they don't match perfectly. This one might. I like that. We'll tuck those in there. It's getting me to use my product, so I'm good. So we'll do this one first. Tuck that in. Lay it down. I'm just really tucking in the stem part. Hopefully you guys are getting some ideas with simple layouts. And there's that. I think that's decent for a Father's Day card, right? So we've got 2 done. Let's do another one. I'm going to take some of these scraps, and I am going to, where's the other piece of paper we're using? Not that one. This one. We're using this one. And with that, we're going to find some stuff that coordinates, and I am going to stamp this first with pecan. Yes. Okay. I'm going to stamp it right here. So it's going to be challenging. Clean my stamp. And thank you all for joining me. Hopefully you're finding some inspiration here. All right, so we've got all these fun things, and we're going to decorate this. It's going to go on here some way or the other on a card base. So I want to stamp first in pecan pie as I drop something. Do I not drop something in every video that I do? Hey, Vicky, welcome. We are doing some fun stamping for Jody Brechbill's, again, she actually was one of the, I can't think of any of the names anymore from what goes on with Stampin' Up, but her fundraiser, in a sense, of creating cards for the ministry is, I'm going to stamp this on a piece of paper first to see how, I need to really mush that in there to get some ink. To assist with the ministry that does all the wonderful things for mom and dads that have lost little ones. So we're doing Thinking of You at Mother's Day. Hi, Julie. Yes, it's nasty outside. You gotta be careful out there. That's okay if it's even slanted. It kind of looks good that way. I need to re-ink my ink pads. So I am going to cover this piece with this color. And so what I want to do, and these are all cards that I'm going to send to her to donate. Crafting with a purpose. To share the love. What better way, right? Everything needs to be flush. That's crooked because I'm lining it up to the words, and the words are stamped diagonal. So can we move this, please? Please, please. Thank you. And then I want to do something up here too and just kind of cut out the curvature. And I think I might just go with the same piece. And then we'll have a really pretty kind of added zhuzh of color to our tag and cover up that little hole since we're not embellishing. All right, so this will go here. And then make sure this is straight from the back because I can't go by the words because the words were a little crooked, slanted, which is fine. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to take my paper trimmer and I'm going to trim, not paper trimmer, my snip, sorry. I'm going to trim around the tag. Yes, I love the font as well. Lisa, did you get a set? I can put the link to the stamp set in the description of this video as well if you want to contribute and donate stuff. Again, there's obviously rules and things you need to abide by, but I'm grateful that they created a stamp set because I probably sent cards in the past that I pulled from my stash that were probably completely inappropriate, like Happy Mother's Day. It's probably really hard for someone that's lost their child to be happy on that day, even though we're trying to share sunshine. So look at that. That was pretty cool how that worked out. All right, so we have our tag. We've got all those scraps I can mess with still. And I am going to, what card base did I grab for this? This one's all kind of wonky. I don't think I want to use that. I want to grab, I really want to use pecan pie. So let me grab my pecan if I still have some left. And play with that. Yes, I do. Okay. Pecan, no, that's soft suede. Ooh, I found that from digging out my stash. Well, it might look good. Yeah, soft suede it is. I was going through all kinds of retired, or my stash of stuff, and instead of getting rid of all my papers, I'm going to use them. All right, this one I'm going to do. It matches nicely, I think. It's not a matching color, but you can't go wrong with neutrals in any type of project. So usually neutrals pair nicely with almost any color you're using. So the old soft suede, not swave. Would love to find out more information about this and donating. Okay, I'll be sure to add all the links to the description. And in the beginning of my video, I shared a code. I'll add that to above as well. I don't know if that was a thank you gift just for me, but it might get you a discount. I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but if you can save a little money, that's always a good thing. But these stamps were custom made with the assistance of the company and Jody Brechbill so that we could all kind of use the same kind of sentiments that were appropriate for her use and the church's use. So, all right, so we have our suede. That's going to look great. This is going to look great. We're going to cut this down, but we're going to do something different with this. I think. What's on the back side? No. I have other pieces. I'm going to cut this down to 4 inches. And we're going to kind of do, we're going to do 1 inch pieces. I'm going to cut 3 or 4 1 inch pieces. I want to keep them in a line with one another. Okay, if I need more, I'll cut another one. Actually, just go ahead and cut it 1 inch strips. I got 2 left, and then we'll have it as we need. So there's that one. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this. Move this aside. That's already done. Now I need to put these back in order, like so. Right? Nope, already out of order. Look at that. This one goes here. That one goes there. Oh, I hear my puppers coming. See, I moved everything. No, I think that goes there. I don't know what I'm thinking. Does this one go here? Nope. This one go here? Or does this go here? That goes there. Nah, I messed them up. It's all good. We're just going to glue them down. I tried, but it'll be fine. So I'm going to add this to the top. Should have about 1/8 of an inch border. And why did I use that again? I'm worrying about my dog and what she needs. Well, it's still where I didn't want it, so you know what I'm going to do? It doesn't matter. We're going to do one down here. I'm going to grab this one. My placement of things is not actually on point today, but you know what? It'll be fine. And then we'll add this one. And I want to keep a little bit of a gap in between, which will kind of help the fact that I messed up the flow of things. It's all good. Nobody's going to care. They're going to love the fact that people took time to create. I'm still going to lift that one up at the top. I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch in between. And I'm just going to do, let's see. Be nice. Play nice. All right. Let's see if I can get this now. I think we're better. Well, yesterday I had this tickly throat thing going on and I was not happy about it. I had a little bit more adhesive right there to put that down. And this is going to go right there. And it can go just like that. I almost still want to put a hole in there, but I'm not putting twine. So we're going to leave it as it is. And we are going to add it flush to the card base. If I can pick it up. And do this. And is there anything else I can add to that? I think we're just going to let it go like that. So we've got these 3 cards for dads. And we've got these 3 cards for moms. What we did today. Hopefully you can see those okay. And there's one other stamp. Let's just see what that sentiment says. We're going to stamp it on a piece of paper. Okay, so I have this, and I'm going to just move these aside so I can try and stamp this other stamp and see what it says, because I can't read the fine print. Thank you guys for sticking around and hanging out with me for this. This is also great to use your Stamp and Write markers and color on them. Anything water-based you can color using those and kind of create a different effect, which is nice. I am going to, this would be great for that tag as well. I think it would fit. Yes, it would. So there's a thought as well. Let's grab and remember, use any paper you have. Any paper you have, and you can just do your basic black ink, you know, Memento, whatever kind of black ink you have. You don't have to coordinate the ink colors with the paper you have. You can find ways to just use your scraps, use your paper, to share love with these people. Thank you, Pat. I can't imagine. Yeah, okay. Thinking of you, sending love, thoughts, and prayers. It didn't stamp very good, but that's okay. I just wanted to see what these little words were. But yeah, I think that it's just really, really pretty. So I'm gonna do some more with this stamp as well today. So when I'm done, I will have 50 cards made. I don't think I have to include envelopes. I will confirm all of that information for everyone, and maybe I can even share post here for that purpose. So as far as Jody's details from her fundraiser she does and is a part of each and every year. It's a great cause. Flirty Flamingo. Okay, you put that in the wrong spot. That goes there. And I almost was going to flip the camera and you would have been really scared. We're just going to lay these out again so you can enjoy all the prettiness. And get that out of the way, move my scraps, and that way I can take a photo and add it to my video that I post over onto YouTube when I'm done here. So we've got all these beautiful cards that we created using this stamp set. Very inexpensive set. You can get 1 stamp, 2 stamps, or the whole bundle. So I highly encourage all of you who love to craft and do for others. Yeah, and not necessarily, I didn't mean it that way, that you love to craft, that you contribute to this cause as well. And if you want to combine shipping, I'm happy to do that. If you want to consolidate cards and get them to me, I will send them out on your behalf. And I'll put notes in who they're from. You can put yours in a baggie and say, you know, with love from so-and-so. I'm happy to do that for you. I don't care if I'm spending the money on shipping. It's just a beautiful cause and brings me a lot of joy to be able to help others. So in the meantime, enjoy your crafty day or whatever your day is bringing to you. And I'm here and I'm loving that tomorrow is a holiday. So stay safe out there. And if you don't need to be on the roads, if it's nasty, then don't be. Stay safe, be well. And until next time, many stampin', craftin' blessings to each and every one of you. Bye for now.